Hello everyone, and welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be reviewing this, the Bachmann Class 37 in West Coast Railways livery with sound fitted. So then, let's take a look at the box before getting it open. And already, as you can see by the look of the inside of it, it already looks really nice as that 37. Anyway, let's look at the side of the box. So, as we can see, Class 37-5, 37669 is its number, and this one is operated by West Coast Railways. As we already saw by the front, it is DCC sound fitted, and if you are wanting to pick up this set, the set number is 32-395DS. So, on the back, we've got a bit of a brief history. So if you want to pause that now, let me just get it here. Pause that about now and read that. You are more than welcome. The 37s are predominantly running now. Some are still running across the network for obviously West Coast Railways. We've got Colas, etc. And then we've also got many on the Heritage Railways. So like we've got one on the Dartmouth Steam Railway, Worth Valley, and more or less many Heritage lines do have a 37. So then, let's get this box open, because Bachmann doesn't seem to have much on the box. So, get this loco open and we'll take a closer look. Here is the West Coast Railways 33 sat here ready for a closer look. Now then, before we get into just showing that, I'd like to show you the separately fitted pieces that you can add. Well, they're not separately fitted, are they? But you can add these pieces. So what comes in the pack? You've got a 21 pin blanking plug, which is for DC running. If you'd have the weird thought of buying the sound version of this and wanting to take it out and put in the DC version, but everyone's different. We've got this pipe work on here, which I think, if I am wrong, please correct me, but that is for, I think, the electrics between the locos. I mean, I'm not sure. It's some sort of pipe work for the front. You've also got more pipe work here. You've got the screw link couplings. There's two of them here, one for each end. I've got another one of these for the other end, but it is sat out somewhere as we were testing how to put them on. So then, let's get on to the actual in-depth look at this 37. So, let's start by taking a look at the buffers, whether they are sprung or not. And as you can see, sadly, these buffers, I don't think, oh no, they are sprung. As you can see by the other one, they are sprung. It looks like the other one, it's a bit stiff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the other one is a bit stiff, so it does have sprung buffers, as this side shows, but this one is a bit stiff, so may need a bit of oiling in there. Right then, we have got NEM sockets on both ends, so we can put tension lock couplings in both ends. We have got the hook here on the front, and as we move along, we have got two separately fitted lamp irons, one here and one over there on the other side. We have got nicely glazed windows on the cab doors and all around the front of the cab. That is same for the other end. We have got nicely separately fitted windscreen wipers here and here, obviously for the windows. We've got the horns, which have been moulded with the body. So some would say that's not as good, but at the end of the day, models are advancing, so maybe they are better, since this is the older version of the Bachmann 37 now. We have got nicely glazed windows here and here as well as you go down the engine side. We've got a fair bit of text around here. So here we've got the shed code, which I can't actually read, but I think if I got even closer to it with maybe a magnifying glass, I'd be able to read that. You can't read these are just really small to read, but they aren't blurry. None of these are blurry. So all the text on here may be possible to read, but it is all nicely crisply put on there, as we can clearly see by the 37669 number here on the cab side and the beautiful West Coast Railways logo here. If I move us more like this for us to see the side and focus in again, we have got the danger warning signs here and here and here and here and here and here. There's lots of them dotted all over the 37 as they are in real life. We have got the cant line, which runs all the way length of the loco, which is probably what those signs are saying, saying warning overhead live wires ahead above, as most engines seem to have now, as it is an essential for mainline running. So, we haven't got much separately fitted detail on the underframe, but we have got nice white lines running along here, which does just make it distinguished a lot nicer rather than it just being all plain and boring black. And yet again, more signs here. I can't tell what that is, but it's another warning sign of type. We've got probably a loco dial there, it looks like. And then here, I'm not sure what this box is, but however, whatever it is nicely distinguished here. The grills have also been clearly represented. Obviously you can't see through them, but why would you want to really see through them? They could be closed at that point, or Anyway, on the top we have got the fan in here, which sadly does not move. You will see it judder a bit when you are running, so as if it is trying to turn, but I'm pretty sure this loco does not come with a fan that normally works. So then, that's all for the in-depth look at this 37. Let's get to running it. Here is the 37 down here and on the tracks. So, before we get to moving, we are just going to test her sounds. So, 0 is her lights, which you can't quite see, but you will see in the running session video. So she's got white light for the head high intensity lamp, and then 2 yellows as the normal little light, as the route indicators. 1 is her engine startup. I'll just be quiet for a minute. There she is, all started up. 2 is one of the horns. If I change direction and do 2 again, as you can see, depending on which way you're going, she does have a different tone of horn, which is really nice. 3 and 3 again. Number 4 is straight air dump. Number 5 is driver hold, which you won't hear, I think, unless you have her running. Number 6 is loco brake. Number 7 is couple up. Number 8 is uncouple. Nine is coasting, but you won't hear that unless it's running. 10 is flange vehicle, so you won't hear that unless we're running, so we will get that one going today. F11 is Spirax valve. which yet again you can't hear it unless it's running. And then 12 is the all famous guard's whistle, which I must say is one of the nicest guard's whistles I have heard off a loco. 13 is your cab lights, which as you can see does turn on both ends simultaneously. Just turn them off. 14 is auto uncouple cycle, and F15 is master volume. So then, let's see how she performs. And as you saw there was no stutter in her starting. She did a nice slow start. And as you can hear, the sound does sound great with this 37. Right, I'll just stop her there. Change her over to 128 from 28. And let's see her start up now. Oh, you can already see how much nicer the 128 speed step startup on that 37 was. There's her flange squeal. And as you can see now, her lights, as she changes direction, does change. So let's bring her to a stop. Just there. Right then, I'll get some shots of her running round, and then that'll be the end of the video. I'd like to say, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.